Hold on to your hat because these next couple shows are going to be absolutely dramatic.
That was dumb. Why did I do that?
And...
Oh, you're going to keep going?
What'd you do?
Oh, this is a nightmare. Just keep going. Well, I was like, ooh, it'd be cool if I did like a little hat, but that's stupid because I don't even have a hat on. We'll just keep going. Well, we're holding on to the hats. What do we got?
Oh, Lord help us. These next couple of shows are going to be really great. We're going to be dealing specifically with Double Oaked Whiskies because, Trenton, this Friday, 8 p.m. Central Time is our monthly YouTube live stream where we will be blinding Double Oaked Whiskies. So today's show and Friday's show, we're going to narrow it down what bottles are going to be going in that particular blind for Friday night's live stream.
We got some new bottles that we haven't even had before. Yeah. A couple different Double Oaks, not in this. I don't even remember what's. Okay, they're right here. Never mind. I lied. It's going to be a good time. And am I going to be in the live stream this Friday?
It's up to you, bro.
So it's going to go off the rails real quick. So don't miss it. It's always a good time.
You're the boss. You can do whatever you want.
I made a SLB shirt. It's a crop top though, and I cut off the sleeves, so I'm going to be looking pretty good. And it's going to be a good tournament. So
sure.
I got you one too.
Really?
Also, I bought a tattoo machine on Amazon. It's like $50. We might be giving Kurt a live tattoo.
No, that absolutely will not happen.
I'm gonna give him a box truck.
I would not trust you in a million years.
I'm like
He does draw pretty well.
Giving me a tattoo, I don't care.
I do well.
I cannot do
My slots are already full. I put it on Discord yesterday. I'm booked for a year already.
Are you?
Yep. Yeah. Line work only though. So.
Well, you let me know. You let me see your first finished product, and then I'll think about it.
I got Michelle and Caleb lined up already. Grammy too. She wanted a tissue.
Caleb would do anything though. Caleb would do anything.
Caleb would. He would.
Caleb, he don't care.
No, he doesn't.
No, that's just not even fair.
I forgot that we're doing a blind today. It was just kind of fun talking to the camera.
I'm sorry. Back to what we were speaking of. I really want to do the Double Oak blind for this month's YouTube live stream. So we thought of this idea here to have the blind today. What are we going to do, Trent? The top 3, top 2, top 3 going to be moving forward?
So if we're doing 5 and then 5, and then if we're putting... There was one we're not going to put in here. Yeah. I think it was the 13th Colony Double Oak, right? I don't know what we're doing with that. We'll do top 3.
Top 3. I think top 3, and Friday will be top 3. The top 3s will go into Friday night's live stream. And what I'm thinking, it's just kind of almost unfair, in my opinion, to put the 13th Colony Double Oak in with these blinds. So probably what we'll do, Trenton, the winner of Friday night's blind, we'll do like another quick head-to-head blind with 13th Colony Double Oak just to see if there's anything that can topple 13th Colony Double Oak.
I think there is. I had the bright idea. I have several of them all the time. It's good ideas. I think that Double Oak Ryes, not like supersede, but are very, very good. I think they give Double Oak bourbons a run for their money. So I put a rye in this, and there's going to be a rye in the next one too. So we'll see how they fare.
And I have to agree with Trent. I think some of those Double Oak ryes are very good too. Yep. And I'm not that massive rye fan, but I do like some of that Double Oak rye business. So a good idea on your part.
Yeah. All right, Kyle, cue up letter A. Here. I don't know what he's been doing.
I don't know. He's got it under control. I know that. Probably way better than we've had the first few minutes of this video under control. That's for sure.
Yeah, I hope we haven't rambled too much. It smells like rotten asparagus.
What? Rotten berries?
Asparagus.
Oh, okay, asparagus.
Yeah.
My bad.
But like a fruity rotten asparagus.
No. I don't get that at all, dude.
You don't?
No. I almost get like a chocolatey thing going on in there. Yeah.
I wish I did.
Yeah. Almost like a milk chocolatey thing with some honey.
That sounds good. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm very hungry.
Almost like that chocolate malted ball thing going on.
Milk duds? Ooh. Okay, that's good. I love Double Oaks. I don't know about anybody else, but Double Oaks.
You say milk duds every single time that
what
I
other
mention
milk
chocolate
balls?
malted ball.
Malt balls.
Malt ball. Milk duds are not malt balls.
Whoppers?
Yes. Whoppers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's
Milk
good
duds.
malt balls.
I do that.
Yes.
Malt balls.
Your mom is correct.
What are milk duds?
Really
They're
good.
caramel, aren't they?
This is the chocolate caramel.
They're
More
just
like
chewy,
caramel.
break your teeth stuff. They're horrible.
Like Juji fruits?
Horrible.
Chocolate on top of like
They're almost
caramel,
like
I think.
they're almost like
I think.
milk Tootsie Rolls, kind of.
Tootsie
Really,
Rolls.
really hard.
Tootsie Rolls ain't good. That's very good. I'm digging that quite a bit. It's got this like
It's so good.
organic-y honey
So
type.
good.
I do get the
Apologies.
chocolate. I don't get any rotten asparagus on that. I apologize to whoever makes this product, but it's very well balanced. I'm digging it quite a bit. It's not
like
over
it.
oaked.
I like it quite a bit, actually.
Nice of you to get me some.
Well, we're really not doing well in this video.
This is
so
probably
far.
one of the best Friday videos. I love these types.
Especially when this one's going to be for Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
See?
We're going.
I don't
to
know
see-
what this is, man. I don't know what's going on today.
We're going to Cedar Ridge for a barrel pick here.
Yeah, real soon.
This is coming out Wednesday, so it would have been yesterday, so we had to do a little pre-record. I get a little apricot on this.
It's wonderful.
It's very nice.
Honestly, I'm not going to drink any more right now because I want to save it. But I loved that sip. I really
It's
did.
interesting because this is the lightest out of the 5.
I saw that. I
You
did.
you noticed that? You usually
Yeah.
don't.
No, I know, but I did notice it. I did.
All right, this smells a little bit malty. I don't know if it's because you said Whoppers, but I do get like a little bit of like a maltiness to it.
Yeah, that's lovely. Man, that's really good.
That's
My dad used to always get. Now I like shakes. Okay, if you go to Dairy Queen or wherever you want to go, I like a shake. My dad always got malts.
what's the difference? I've never had a
They
shake.
put malt in it, like powdered malt, in with the mix.
Okay.
And he always got chocolate malt.
Okay.
And this is what I'm getting out of this, like a chocolatey malt.
I've never had a shake. It's more of a texture thing. It just doesn't really seem that appealing to me.
Oh, it's so good.
Like with Steak and Shake, never got a steak. Never got a steak? No, never got a shake. The fries at Steak and Shake though are gas. Very good.
I'm concerned.
Why? No, we're going. We're continuing. We're not. No.
We're moving forward.
I'm
All right.
just gonna write down no for B. Wouldn't surprise me if you are a fan of this.
I don't think it's bad at all, dude. At this point, does it compare to A? No. But I like that sip. I do.
It smells like AutoZone.
One thing I don't do is work on my own cars. So I don't know when the last time I've been in AutoZone.
Me neither, but
Yeah.
it's
Construction stuff, fine, but not my car, my truck. No.
It gives me. I've attempted and then it did not go well. This has it's kind of bitter there at the end.
Now, where are you at?
I'm on B still.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, we can continue.
I thought you were done with it because you just said I'm writing no and that was it.
Yeah, it's a little bit bitter. I think it's a little bit over oaked, and honestly, I don't get a lot of discerning flavor in it.
Pretty oaky. I'll grant you that.
It's a little malty too, which I'm not a huge fan of in that.
All right. It's a little oaky. I'll grant you that. Ooh, I get it.
I'm in love with whatever C is.
Yeah, I took a quick whiff.
It's like sour pickly.
Oh, yes, dill.
Yeah.
Almost like a dill note too, like a subdued dill. And you know me and pickles. I'm telling you, around here, when the jar of pickles is empty, the juice is gone too, because I drink the juice too.
I'll do a pickleback though. I do like a good pickleback with a little Jameson in it.
Dude, I eat a pickle or two, and we always get the smaller ones, not the gigantic ones. And as I'm eating it, I'll sip a couple sips of pickle juice with it.
Should we do a pickle pick with Vlasic?
Oh yeah.
Vlasic, if you're watching this,
Yeah, you got pickle barrels. How about a barrel finish? Why not?
they need to do that.
I know it.
Whoa. The proof did not match what I was smelling. I was going to guess, wow, that goes down pretty easy.
That does. That's really good.
It's kind of smoky.
it's almost citrusy almost.
Is it?
Kind of.
I get like
I don't know.
I get like a vague like a camping vibe a little bit. It's like if you're in this campsite and then your friends next to you and they got a fire going, you're getting that secondhand campfire.
That's really good. That's I like that. It's zesty, and then comes the, that nice toasty notes that you get in some of these Double Oaked products.
I don't know if you've had the Four Square, the most recent one, like Sovereignty or something. It's like the 18-year rum.
No,
it's just like super condensed. It's almost like the
Really?
liquid that they make pop with.
Mm-hmm.
I stabbed a pop bag when I worked at a restaurant, and I blamed it on somebody else, but I did take a little swipe of the syrup that was oozing out, and it tasted kind of how this reminds me of that. It was root beer, though, so it was bad. I do like it, though. It's different. There's a lot. This is very complex.
It is. I love it, actually. I think it's great.
It grew on me the second sip. The
really good.
first sip, I was
Yeah.
kind of like
I thought it was great.
not too enamored with it. Now this smells good too.
Good grief, man.
How do you get? It's interesting because how do you get a citrus? I get a lot of citrus on this. Like, how do you get citrusy notes with a double oak?
Man.
You put wood on more wood, and you get citrus.
This is wonderful.
Interesting.
It's a little bit. It's not as beefy as a couple of these notes on here. The nosing notes have been.
I haven't gotten
But it's
beef on
just-
any of these.
I'm just talking about robust. I guess I should have
Okay.
said. That's a better descriptor.
Rugged.
Yes. It's it's not quite like that. It's almost like finesse. It's really, really nice.
I get like a little bit of like a Toll House cookie, like a Toll House chocolate chip vibe on the nose. This is fantastic. Whatever that is.
Come on,
I like
man.
that a lot.
Wow, this is gonna be hard, dude.
By the way, I've talked about this several times. A note cam, we have it, sort of. We got the two cameras. I just need to get the mounts for the ceiling. So it's coming. This is delightful.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on because I love that. I love that sip.
This gives me. I get a little vanilla. It honestly reminds me of
There's
like
so much in there.
a chocolate chip cookie dough blizzard from Dairy Queen.
The aromas kind of follow suit for me of how I would describe the sip. It's a lot of. It's just finesse. Some of these are really robust, as Double Oak products can be.
Very nice.
Man, wow.
I thought this was going to be kind of.
Gives me some rye notes in that one too, though.
Really? I thought this was going to be a little bit easier than it has been. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
This has like a new car smell.
Here we go again. Don't be licking the seat of a Tahoe, whatever you do.
Well, I've rented a couple excavators and skid steers in my day, and I am like a really good heavy equipment operator. So if you're looking for somebody, GE Marshall, if you're looking for somebody to operate
I wonder if any of the peeps at GE Marshall watch the show.
I watch so many heavy equipment videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this guy's replacing this guy's like welding a cylinder rod for a mining excavator. I don't even know what's happening, but it's
that's GE Marshall is a huge excavating company that's been in our area forever. My dad and one of the original owners were friends back in the day. I was a kid. I used to listen to them talk, and they were talking about railroad rock fights.
What?
As kids, they would get like groups, like there'd be teams. And they out by the railroad, they take those big old rocks and wing them at each other.
I wish I was alive back then.
I swear that's the truth, man. I would listen to these stories. His name was Glenn Marshall. Yeah, him and his brother started it. His brother, and I apologize, his name obviously had to start with E, but I didn't know him that well. I don't remember his name. But he did work at the First National Bank, and so they came together and formed that company to start with. Now all the kids run it, and it's been here forever. They do a fantastic job. They do a lot of work, but back in the day, man, those stories back in the day.
I wish I was alive when people were hucking rocks at each other and not just sitting on TikTok all day.
Yeah, I swear that's the truth.
I'm not super like thrilled with the nose on this one.
Yeah, that one falls a little bit for me. A little bit. What do you think, bud? I think it's pretty good, but the back end of the palate and into the finish especially gets a little bit wonky for me.
It's almost like a burnt plastic type of a thing.
It's definitely some kind of a burnt type.
But it's unfortunate because like I really like the first half. It's just the end kind of falls a little bit.
I agree.
Falls a little bit low.
I agree with that.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go back and check some things here and see. This is a really hard blind. We have 5 up here. We normally have 4.
Yeah.
B had my lowest score. So let me just check it real quick.
Did you say C had rye characteristics? I just smelled C again, and it reminds me of like a malted rye. Interesting.
Really? I don't know, man. Yeah, I can go with that. I think for me, B goes out first. Is that what you got out first, Trenton? You pushed it forward.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. And closely behind that, my decision making would have been D. Would go out next for me.
Really? Ooh. We ain't gonna be in agreements on this one.
What?
This blind's gonna be fun.
I really do.
No, I thought D was very good.
Wow. Well, I'll have to revisit. I didn't. So let me put that down as 5.
If you've ever gone
5th place is
this,
B.
okay.
So D. No. No, my bad. That's my bad. I'm not looking at my notes correctly. E Trenton is what I would push out closely behind.
Yeah, D is very good.
My bad. So E, honey, I'm sorry. E comes out next for me. My bad.
I'm gonna
I
taste.
should have put my glasses on to read my own notes. Sorry about that, Trenton. This is the one that I said had some rye characteristics that I thought that I liked pretty well. So, my bad.
After tasting this, I think honestly I would put E in last. It should the not that it really matters because we're going top 3, but the finish is very like industrial.
Yeah, to me it was I was battling in my mind for either one to be, 5th and 4th.
If the finish on this wasn't as chemically, I'd be all over it. But it kind of ruins the initial vibe you get on the pour. Are we in agreements right now, or? Wait, no, because you got C and. Oh wait, no, sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna go through to the end and pick one, our first place here.
Oh yeah, so am I.
Okay. So we obviously, honey, know that the 3 that are left are going to be moving on to the live stream Friday night. So at least we know that.
A's giving me this like Hostess. I've never even eaten a honey bun, but if you open it, it's like just confectionery.
I don't know if you would believe this or not, but I've had a couple honey buns.
It's always weird when you see. Well, this video is probably going on 55 minutes. It's always weird when you see people like out just living life in the open. I've seen this guy come out of more gas stations during his drywall work hours with a ho-ho, with a honey bun, something.
Sometimes,
Well,
yes.
Mom perked up just then. No, he's doing great.
The kids would tattle on you.
They do. They always have.
They would call me and go,
Yeah.
guess who we just
Yeah.
saw come out of the gas station?
I'd be coming out of the gas station with
It's always a loose.
Pop-Tarts
couple small items. It's not always a Luke's. It could be a Family Express, whatever I'm close to. But they would call Rebecca and say, "Oh, Kurt's coming out with ho-hos." What? Why? Why would you do that? Your sister was bad too.
Well, now
Y'all were bad.
Now I see it sometimes, and I'm just like, oh, you do you.
I don't tell
Life's
on
hard.
you every time you get candy.
Well, you'd be calling Mom every day. Oh, my scores have changed since the initial 3.
I'm having a hard time, Bubba. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna go through them one more time, and let us know if you are into. I've asked this before, the longer videos, because sometimes we don't cut the videos, but sometimes we're trying to keep it within a certain time frame. And I can see on the camera very vaguely what the time is. But.
And I don't know if we should apologize or not for longer videos, but we're just having fun. Sometimes the fun lasts a little longer than we would hope it would.
I'm going to draw a thumbs down. Oh, that does not look like a thumb. C reminds me of Woodford Double Oak, but it's not even in this blind.
Really?
It's so like breakfasty and pancakey and mapley.
I'll tell you what, I'm thrilled with the top 3 that are going to be moving on to the live stream. I will say that. They're so good. I can go back and forth on all these. We have to make a decision though, bud. So what's your third place?
Third place is A.
I got it right here. I already wrote it down. A. Both of us are the same there. Now, if we had that camera, the folks could tell that I had already wrote down third place as A. I didn't write anything down for C and D yet because they're both just remarkable.
Let's see if you can see that before we talk about the first and the second. What do you got for second?
Yeah, this is going to have to be... My second's going to have to be D, and my first is going to have to be C.
That's exactly what I had.
Is it? But I'm telling you, wonderful, wonderful blind. I was thrilled with that.
My initial on C...
That was great.
My initial on C was third. That was my lowest score. It opened up really nice in the glass, whatever it is.
Okay. I'll tell you what. That was a joy. That blind was really nice.
What you got, Mom?
All right, 5th place for. Well, Trent, you were kind of iffy, but you said it didn't matter because those 2 were gonna go anyway. So I'm just gonna say 5th place was the Peerless.
That is shocking.
I'm dumbfounded at this point.
Wow, this was all right.
No, wait, and that's B, honey.
Yes.
No, that is pretty dark. I did good though. I wasn't looking at the depth of color on these.
Well,
yeah, I'm not gonna.
I love this pick. I actually asked Trenton because we always hold back a few for insurance purposes.
This is a bourbon. That's the bourbon.
Well, that's not our pick then. Thank God for that.
No, that's a bourbon.
I'm still shocked by that though.
That was one of my favorites.
That's a big dog double oak product.
Yeah,
it's out there.
111 or 110, 120 bucks. It's not a cheap bottle, and this was one of my favorite double oaks that I've had. At least I thought.
Wow.
Okay, what's next?
Shocker.
4th place was letter E, and that was Fiddler.
Oh no.
Man, really?
Wow.
What?
You folks are gonna be shocked.
I'm shaking in my hey dudes. Check these out. I'm shaking.
I'm shocked in my slippers. I'm in my slippers. This is. Please stay watching because this is mind blowing to me. Go ahead, babe.
This is not how I thought it was going to pan
3rd
out.
place was A, and that was Wheel Horse.
Wheel Horse toasted bourbon just beat out 2XO and
No,
Peerless.
Fiddler.
I'm sorry. I'm getting them wrong the whole time. I apologize. Fiddler, which is a wonderful bottle, and the Peerless Double Oaked.
I'm nervous.
I
And
would have never
We're
guessed.
gonna have to admit defeat on one of these.
Without question.
I'll say that.
We're going to have to eat some humble pie because it's coming. Because Trent and I have both been looking at that thing. And we will, and we will.
Yep.
If we're wrong, we're wrong. Go ahead, babe.
Yikes.
All right, 2nd place,
Oh, no.
letter D,
Oh, please tell me.
2XO.
This is the Innkeeper's blend from 2XO. There's a Dixon Deadman,
Yeah.
also for old Carter and Kentucky Owl. I don't know that we had the highest review on this one out of the general consensus of the Whiskey Tube folks, but what was this?
D.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be the first to say, because when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm going to put it right out there. I'm the first one that will always admit if I'm wrong. And I thought that I've never been much of a fan of 2XO. But that's darn good. That's darn good.
That opened up very nicely.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Hey. It is what it is. It's
first,
a blind.
First place. And
This is shocking to me.
I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised?
No.
Maybe the folks out there.
This is Sagamore Double Oak, a rye. This was my entry into the 5.
And that was C, babe?
Yes.
This initially for me had a 3.5 out of 5, but whatever happened to it during the time that we were talking about nonsense and a couple other things, it opened up very nicely.
I'll tell you what. I've always been a massive fan of Sagamore Double Oaked, but this just proves it. The shock to me is 2XO.
I gotta give props.
Good for them. I mean, honestly, yeah, yeah.
It's one of those things we do our best to make sure that when we open these, it's aired out just a little bit, so we're not going off of a fresh crack. Because you know, as you know, if you're into this kind of thing, that the neck pour, at least in our opinion, is a real thing. You gotta let it air out a little bit, give it maybe a little bit of a roll in the glass.
Yeah.
This has opened up beautifully.
It's just amazing. This blind, I would have given you $100 if it ended up this way.
Don't you normally go first on the other side?
No,
I don't remember.
think so, babe.
As you read from left to right?
I don't think so, honey.
Well, this is left on their
okay.
screen.
Regardless,
That's fifth.
this is the biggest surprise to me. This is the biggest surprise. That Peerless Double Oaked bottle, Trenton gave me this. This was already open.
Sorry.
No, and I was thrilled to get it because I've never been able to see one. So ASW makes a fantastic product, guys, honestly. But, you know, this one didn't quite make it. Wheel Horse,
I
pardon
figured
the
it out.
pun, is the dark horse because I am shocked that made it in third place.
I remember Willie Nelson. He's a patron. He sent us a couple of these. That's who it was. It was driving me nuts. I felt really bad. I didn't remember. Willie Nelson. He's got a cowboy hat in his picture. I don't know if he's a patron.
We're good friends with Willie Nelson. I don't know if all the people know that.
Is that from a Western?
Oh no.
I'm not a
I just didn't open that Pandora's box
that
today.
Is that an actor or is that like a Western type
Oh,
of thing?
no.
Is that country music?
Kent, help me here today. Where's Caleb and Kent?
No, Caleb's probably livid watching
He is disturbed right now.
No, who is that though? Is he what? At least is it a singer? Is it a movie?
I have to. Are you being honest?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Willie Nelson is a country singer. He's
There you
old
go.
now, but he's iconic.
Is that like Conway
Country
Twitty
singer.
area?
Yeah,
Era?
he's been from way back to now. He's still relevant in my.
right.
You know, I mean, it's. I know Rebecca's given the ugly face and whatever, but between Kent, myself, and Caleb, sometime on the satellite radio, we will listen to the
Like serious?
Willie Nelson's Roadhouse, which has the old stuff in
Is that
there.
what you guys plan the way to picks?
Do you not remember when we were packaging stuff and somebody put on the Willie Nelson? I don't know if that was you.
That
or
It had to
Michelle
have
or
been
somebody.
Kent.
Willie Nelson's
And I
Roadhouse,
was like,
yeah.
I can't take it anymore, and I had to change it.
No, we were playing a little Frank Sinatra, and a couple of people
I
said
like that too.
I love Frank Sinatra.
I do too.
I listen to that when I'm working and everything. Sorry, Kent, Caleb, and Willie Nelson. No, the only time I'm not a big country music fan. The only time
You're not.
The only time
I'll
I've
give you
listened to
that.
country music was when we had a Ford Taurus growing up. My mom would take us to work in the morning, and it was stuck on 105.5, which was the country music station for a couple years. In the morning when she was taking us to school. Do you not remember? You're looking at me like I've got two heads. You bought the Taurus from a South Bend dealership, and that's the only thing that would come in on the radio was 105.5.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, I'm definitely
I do
right.
remember that
I'm
as
definitely
well.
right. Yeah, that's the only time, and I wasn't even listening to it.
I personally don't like the new country music so much, but the old stuff.
Morgan Wallen, come on, man.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know who that is.
No, I don't listen to Morgan Wallen. No, I don't listen to country music still. But
all right, well, Trent, we got to bring this to a close. We've been rambling on for quite some time.
This might be like a 35.
This might be the longest video we've ever done, and for those who don't like that, we apologize. For those who do like it.
Luckily, though, there is a scroll bar on the YouTube video. So if you're like, hey, this is going on too long, you just go to the end and you're good to go. You get the results.
Right. So to end the video, Trent, and to bring it to a close, we do have our top 3 that'll be going into our live stream blind, which is a Sagamore Double Oaked, which is just fantastic. Shock to me. 2XO Innkeeper, right? That's what we have
Innkeeper's
here.
blend, yep.
Wheel Horse Toasted. Amazing. I'm shocked. ASW, a fantastic company. I have so much respect for those folks down there. Didn't quite make it.
Sorry, Chad.
So I'm sorry, buddy. Honestly, I am. But the biggest shock of the day, this Peerless Double Oak is last place in our blind, and we both agreed on it. So It is what it is. All right.
Well, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're going.
Don't sleep on the Rise, folks. A lot of flavor. It's an acquired taste. I didn't like Rise when I first started, but they definitely pack a punch.
Yeah.
Where we got 1 or 2 Rise coming in the next one for Friday, and then we got the live stream on Friday night, so don't miss. Who knows? It might be all Rise on Friday night. You never know.
Well, I don't know. We'll see if anything can topple. Remember that, Trenton? We'll see if anything can knock down 13th Colony Double Oak. We'll find out. Friday night,
I hope it's
8
the
p.m.
Horse.
All right, guys. As always, I ask you, please drink responsibly. We'll see you next time right down here with Trent and me in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.